I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The army's don't got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
Interesting. Curious to know, what do scholars look like to your mind?
Well, all that reading's hard on the eyes, right? So they wear spectacles.
Oh, aye. Thick ones, propped on wrinkled noses, and their clothing frumpy at best.
Who've they got to dress up for? The books?
Fascinating, really. But if I were you, I'd make sure no medic ever overhears you.
Huh? Why's that?
Because when you get caught in a battle, she might just refuse to stitch you back up.
You're a lucky bastard, witch, you. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right? Admit it. You fancy her too, eh?
It'd take a blind man to shrug and turn away.
Too true. Meantime, you witches have got especially sharp senses.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
Serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to. Kedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same. Come on, Geralt. You know me.
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we last saw each other... must have been in Vizima.
Yes. Yes. When it was ravaged by the Catriona.
Feels like a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt, proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened a practice. Shortly thereafter, war broke out, and I was press-ganged into the Redanian Medical Corps.
So what now? Radovid's dead.
But the war's not over yet. The chaos continues. I'm still very much needed. Though I can't complain. At least I live at home now, and I treat the ill, as is my calling. Though I must always be ready, for at any time the Redanians might knock with some painfully urgent assignment.
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
Where do I start? All right. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, an Ophiri one at that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. Man named Gaunter O'Dimm freed me.
Who's this?
Frankly, I don't really know. He helped me out of a bind, and now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
O'Dimm told me how to do it. No sorcerers or necromancy involved. Gave me this. Concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a censer, too.
Well, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the Academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still don't like this.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everec's brother.
Von Everec? In my third year at Oxenfoot, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or famous Redanian dynasties. I chose the latter. Here it is. Von Igrid, von Estiken, von Everec. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the censer? We can meet at the entrance.
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
A wedding? Whose?
A dear friend's. From the Academy. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the censer?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for, so I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries. Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum. Wraiths. This wouldn't be easy. last of the surprises? Sure hope so. Should look around. Probably shouldn't touch that. Vladimir von Everec, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room. Life and death, fire and blood. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return, and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire. Fire and blood, life and death, I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everec.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everec's rise only for von Everec blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestitis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again. You die! Kill him, von Everec.
For Olgierd's blood.
Lost your nerve?
Death! Death to you!
My. Ornery whoresons those von Everecs, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everec, brother to Olgierd. Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on important business.
I'm a swining corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Get a lot of visitors?
At times, not often. For when someone does drop by, the whole band comes out to play.
Fun-loving family.
True. We're famed for our love of revelry and rumbles. We von Everecs have brawled and raided for generations. It's tradition. Naturally, with raids comes loot, so we always had the means to celebrate right lavishly. Towards the end of my life was when things went sour. But no point poking at old wounds. Just days before I died, my brother claimed he'd found a way to dig us out, restore our state.
Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Don't mean to pry, but just a little curious how you died.
No need to be shy. Folk love such stories. I'd love this one too, were it not to end with my death.
So how'd it happen?
On raids, it was our custom to storm the alderman's hut, and then order the local clubs to bring us kegs of spirit. And provide willing wenches to squeeze and churn about. Then, sadly, an ambush. Outmanned 5-1. We were overwhelmed. They killed me. Crushed my skull like an eggshell between an upturned oak table and the stone floor.
Listen, it feels like I should know Olgierd better. Tell me something about him.
Oh, a fantastic chap. A true cavalier. You won't find another like him in all Redania. The best there is for a drink or a brawl. We were pups when we started riding out on raids. Wet behind the ears. Borderland villagers shat their trousers at the very sound of the word Olgierd. I was his second in command, leading a band of rogues who'd ride through fire for us.
Sound like common bandits. Any difference?
Us? Bandits? Watch your words. True, some of our swordsmen were mindless brawlers, but not Olgierd. Always curious, took an interest in all things. He devoured books, adored paintings, and loved the most beautiful maid in the world.
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I will go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Guess I could bring someone here, and you could borrow their body just for the night.
You wish me to possess someone?
Yeah?
Say I agree. Whose body would I inhabit?
Dunno. One of Olgierd's men, maybe? Or a peasant who'd agree to do it for coin?
Oh, no. I shan't crawl into the skin of some unwashed bandit or dung-eating swineherd. I've a better idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh yes. Yes, it is.
Geralt, wake up! Open your eyes! Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt? What's happened to you?
Geralt? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
It's his fault.
A pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, Olgierd's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Leave Shani out of this.
Ah, is that a name? Lovely. A perfect name for a perfect lass.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid!
Right then, sugar plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow?
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin. With me, you shall enjoy an evening to top all others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then... the haylofts we shall devastate together.
Let's say we were more than friends, once upon a time.
You tried to hide it, but I smelled a tryst. I know a thing or two about men, you see. A shame, though. I'd have satisfied her well. But no cavalier would rut in another's garden. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you. This whole witch... Those signs. I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your Witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight. What I would rather is what matters. Bloody fine mount. Good stance, powerful rump, stable withers. Well, well.
See you know your horses.
I should say so. My two greatest passions in life. Mares and maidens.
Spooking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts.
I think I'm catching something.
I remember that mill. Whenever Olgierd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yaramir caught us. Those were the days.
No sign of her yet. We need to wait.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Behold! Wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold! Mean to go in, wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
All in all, why not?
Ah, that's the spirit.
Ah, this'll do wonderfully. Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made. Now, for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding. And we must be neat. May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, A swan's soft, supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
You see? Geralt's been a pill, a nag. That all changes today.
Dramatically, I'd say. He's never been very talkative to start with.
He's been a fool, but I shall make up for that now. Will you marry me?
A big step, but I will think about it. For now, we should simply enjoy my friend's wedding. May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick! I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life, instead of going around solving everyone's problems.
But what does... I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This way, my strawberry. Hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb. Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgierd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Is it true elves make soup out of kids?
Come. Time to meet Ted. Time to say hello.
The long journey to
Be nice now.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The bride's especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her, will you not?
That is between me and her. You needn't butt in.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start. We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you, expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
Look at the fools falling over themselves to catch a painted pig.
Smearing their wedding garb with muck.
Aha! Finally, a manly man's sport. What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned King of the Swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady, meaning.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
King of the swineherds, eh? And what's this king get exactly? A king's ransom, I would hope.
No coin. Honours the prize. King gets a crown of laurels he pins to his saddle, rides about with pride that he's king of the swineherds.
You mentioned some trifles for the lasses. Are they worthwhile at least?
For certain! Lovely, every last one. Pretty as a painting. Win and see for yourself.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honoured. Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the Witcher give it a run.
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movement, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker. Come on, Piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you. You see that, Shani? One big pen. Foolish peasants, learned a lesson from your better. Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig-chasing skill in a long time.
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they? Go on, admit it.
My family had many pens, but that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man.
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favour. Here.
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch. Brandish it on your horse so that all folk may see.
What do you say to that, Shani? Ever witnessed such agility?
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs through muck. You were a joy to watch.
How does my heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course, but still. Yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everec does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature. And now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But I don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I know it all for us both. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how...
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Lesky, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation with an innocent miss. The kind weddings are for.
We all heard your innocent talk. Wanted to draw her to the barn. What were you going to do there? Talk some more?
Naturally. We would speak. But first, we would dance. Now tell me, what sort of fool wouldn't want to dance with a beauty like her?
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you myself. Just after I'd grab me a fence post.
Geralt, you saw it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they wish to fight. Suits me just fine. Sounds like wonderful fun. Fence boards right over there for the taking.
Fear eat your stones.
That's the last ploughing straw. No one accuses Vladimir von Everec of cowardice.
Calm down, boys. Don't want to fight you.
Too damn bad, because we're gonna tan your mutant freak hide.
That does it! Hi-ya!
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice. Fence boards. The perfect weapon for sweaty-ass swineherds.
Perfect fit for your blood, you married gentle fuck.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Stepper, who else wants a shave? Damned cretin creamed me. Embarrassing to take a licking from a whore. And with a maiden watching. Had enough, peasant spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everec. A witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
My dear girl, what don't I have up my sleeve? I'd gladly demonstrate. Perhaps behind the barn?
You've demonstrated enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves, all right? You don't have all that much time left.
Your wish is my command, milady. I'd never deny a maid so fair-featured. Off we go. So good to shake the kinks from one's bones. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing beaux?
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so I'm having a...
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a different tune. Have you squealing like a kitty cat?
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this, then?
They're playing slip-in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And awful handy.
Is that all? No prize? Not even a kiss?
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. But she ain't obliged. Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shani, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you. Observe, Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
Good, sir.
Damn mucky, that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
That's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.